Next on Braz TV. Welcome back to a beautiful but cool Susan Fennell Sportsplex in Brampton, Ontario, as the Sioux Greyhounds get ready to take on the Lakeview Lightning here in game number 1 of the Two Nations College Prep Series. Sioux Greyhounds in home whites, Lakeview in the visiting darks here in game number 1. Let's take a look at the lineup changes for your Sioux Greyhounds. For the first time in a long time, the Greyhounds are dressing a pretty much complete lineup with only one deletion for today's game, and that would be number 7, Ava Provenzano, who is still out with a lower body injury and is not close yet to coming back for the Greyhounds. Starting lineup for your Sioux Greyhounds, brought to you by Highland Ford, the fun place to buy a car. We'll take a look and see who Coach Brazo decides to start in game number 1 here for his Sioux Greyhounds. Coach Brazo said in the media room earlier before the game, he's optimistic this weekend, as for the first time in a long time, his team will not be shorthanded and looks for a good effort from all players here this weekend in Brampton. Starting for your Sioux Greyhounds, the line of Pucci, Brazo, and Armitage. On the fence, Bazayan and Guido, and starting in goal for your Sioux Greyhounds. Number 1, Sarah Boston, and we're underway here in game number 1. Purvis in behind her own net on the far side, being bothered by Armitage. Brazo forechecking well. That's kept in by Guido. Guido shoots, and that one's blocked in front of the net. And Guido brings it back to Bazayan as it was out of her reach, as she has to go back inside her own zone. Bazayan across to Guido. Guido back to Bazayan. Bazayan up center to Brazo. One touch pass to Pucci. Back to Brazo. Brazo, she was checked. And Guido, and that was in the skates of her teammate. Babineau couldn't quite get the puck. A hard shot, that was high and wide of the goal. And Lakeview couldn't quite keep that puck inside the Greyhound zone. O'Brien, and that was close to being too many players on the ice. Back comes Lakeview over the line, and she was checked by Venn. Venn up to Schreier. Schreier, and right in, shoots. Oh, and Nero couldn't quite get the handle on that puck as Robinson was tripped. As we take a look at number 18 of the Greyhounds as she goes to the penalty box. Lakeview jumps the first period. Schreier, Nero, and Babineau. He was bodied off the puck. That was intercepted by Babineau, but she couldn't control it as Bazayan gives it back to Guido. Guido up to Babineau. That was intercepted by the Lakeview player, and it comes back deep inside the Greyhound zone, in behind their own net. Babineau couldn't quite get that puck, and it comes back to the other side, and it was just dumped out inside the neutral zone. Drake has the puck now for the Lightning. Bazayan intercepts that pass, and she couldn't quite connect with Danica Nero as the Greyhounds need a change. Back comes Lakeview quickly down the right side, and they just dumped it in because Lakeview needs a change as well. Bazayan, sorry, that's Venn to Pucci, number 12, Martina Pucci, making her first game back in a long time. Brazo right in front to Pucci, and that puck went underneath her stick, and that was a good chance for the Greyhounds, their first good one of the game. Back comes Lakeview over the right side, and that was intercepted there and bothered by Tangi. Tangi lost the puck in behind her own net. Lakeview right in front, and that puck jumped over the player, Armitage. Quickly on the puck, nice move. Armitage and Pucci. Armitage to Pucci, and that was off the end of her stick. And Pucci couldn't quite get control of that. That was a nice play by the two Greyhound players. And Prince Prince ends up with the puck for Lakeview. Nice pass to Wolger. Wolger and Rowe made a good play in her own zone to take care of that puck. Off the wall, Stefanitsi just out of reach. And the whistle blows. And that was offside on the Lakeview Lightning with 8 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first period of play. Still no score. Purvis and Howe on the draw. Scramble for the draw. And the Greyhounds inside the Greyhounds zone. Schreier brings the puck on the near wall. And does. Finley back in, and that is offside on the Greyhounds as Haley Howe touches the puck, and she was trapped inside the offensive zone. Face off just outside of the Lakeview zone. Schreier on the draw for the Greyhounds. Schreier, Armitage, and Babineau up front for the Greyhounds. As Schreier was waved out of the face-off circle, Babineau in to take it. Rowe, nice Guido to Bazian, nice pass, Brazo to Pucci, tic-tac-toe. Number 12, Martina Pucci to Brazo. Brazo right in front, there was nobody there. And Lakeview clears the puck down the ice. And that will be icing on the Lakeview Lightning. And that is the first icing call of the game for either team.
It's not Lakeview though, it's Lakeshore.
Face off to the left of the Lakeshore team. My apologies to the people listening in from Lakeshore. As I was calling the team the Lakeview Lightning, it is the Lakeshore Lightning, and that will be fixed the rest of the game. Tangi keeps that puck in, couldn't quite get that puck to Armitage, and the Lightning get that puck. Venn off the far side, just out of the reach of Stefanitsi. Stefanitsi giving chase in behind the net. Armitage cutting the player off. Armitage falls into the boards, and hopefully she's okay. Tangi keeps that puck in, but couldn't quite do it on the second effort by the Lakeshore Lightning to get the puck out. Camille Venn, the 17-year-old, to another 17-year-old, the captain, Avery Tangi. That puck was bouncing. Armitage, and she was cut off by the Lakeview player. Babineau has the puck. Babineau, and the puck trickled in, and Isbister covers the puck up for the Lightning as she was alert on that play. And the face-off will be to the right of the Lakeshore goaltender. 4 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first period. 1-0 Lakeshore. Schreier, Purvis. And Schreier gives up about 8 inches on big number 16 for Lakeshore. Scramble for the puck. Krul comes up with it. Deflected in front of the net by Babineau, and it went over top of the goal. That was a good chance there for number 17. Poke check by Krul. Back comes Grayson Finley, number 14, one of the assistant captains for the Greyhounds. She was rubbed out by Baker. Baker and Finley. Back to Babineau. Babineau in front of the net. Where is it? And Purvis has the puck for Lakeshore. Nice pass on the near wall. And Tweedle has the puck, and she gives it down the center, and the puck ends up in the Greyhound corner. There was a shot, and it deflected off someone in front of the net. And it looks to see that Danica Nero is back on the ice, and that's good news for Coach Brazo and the Greyhounds, as Danica Nero looks to be okay. Brooke Brazo, number 27, for the Greyhounds, over the line. There she is. Right into Pucci, and that one was blocked in front of the net on a good play by Robinson, number 19 of the Lakeshore Lightning. Back come the Lightning, right in front of the net, and that was knocked away by Bazian. Back comes Martina Pucci, number 12 for the Greyhounds, the 15-year-old, number 12. She was dumped. Back up she is right away. And the hard-working winger falls in the corner, and the puck ends up in behind the net. Howe fighting with 2 Lakeshore players on the near side. And Shelton ends up dumping that puck back in the center ice area. Nice touch pass from Bazian to Stefanitsi. Back come Lakeshore over the Greyhound line. And that was poke checked nicely by Bazian. Howe fighting with 2 players. And Guido bumps into her player. Purvis in behind the net. 2 minutes left here in the first period. Lakeshore right in front of the net, and another high backhand shot, and they must have some scouting reports on the Greyhounds, because that's the second shot that they've tried high over top of the left-hand side of Sarah Boston. Greyhounds running around here just a little bit here in their own zone. Under 2 minutes left in the first period. Prince shoots a high one, and that one was 3 feet wide. Puck in the far corner. Howe gets that puck out as Armitage tips that puck by the Lakeshore defender. Armitage forechecking. Back come Lakeshore. And Prince, number 44. She was checked by Babineau. Number 17, Babineau shoots, and that was a weak shot, and that goes wide of the goal. Lakeshore with the puck, and that ends up going over top of the stick of Camille Venn. Avery Tangi in behind the Greyhound goal. Tangi on the near side. Touch pass from Nero. Couldn't quite find Shire coming up through the middle. As Lakeshore gets that puck back inside the Greyhound zone. And the Greyhounds get that puck out. Babineau to Nero. Nero, number 18. Danica Nero, the 16-year-old. And that was intercepted by Baker, number 77, on the near side. Avery Tangi chases that puck down as she retreats through the center ice area and decides to go back inside her own zone. Tangi, Brazo streaking is Grayson Finley, number 14. She was checked by the Lakeshore defender. Back they come, but Rowe got in the way, and she gives that puck back to Proulx. Proulx, puck's bouncing. That went over Pucci's stick. Ends up back on the stick of Georgia Proulx, number 11, to Grayson Finley. Finley, she lets that puck go for Brazo. And that was a pass for Finley just out of her reach. And the puck comes back to Proulx. Proulx over to Rowe, number 4. Rowe, she fanned on that shot. Oh, and then Purvis overskated. She would have had a break. And Senard, number 2, ends up with the puck for Lakeshore. Rowe with a nice play as she was dumped. And back the Lakeshore Boulevard. The Lakeshore Lightning get that puck back out of their own zone, and the buzzer goes, and the first period is over. And after 1 period of play, the Lakeshore Lightning won, and the Sioux Greyhounds no score. You're watching Sioux Greyhound girls hockey on Braz TV. We're going to stay with you live as the ice gets resurfaced, so don't go anywhere. In 7 minutes, we'll be back with the second and third periods of play. Once again, after 1 period of play, the Lakeshore Lightning won, and the Sioux Greyhounds no score.
I know, you're out of nowhere. Yeah, I forgot. I have a bunch of
Mom's still watching today, and she's still something around. She's got a strong supporting house. A lot of families around. Good job. How many of you guys are winning? Well, my brother and my sister are right there. Sister Sherry has draft boy. And then I have a sister in BC. And they're most going to go to BC for a while, right? Maybe take your mind off a little bit. Then we have family in Florida.
Hey!
Watch it. I just checked after they didn't flood, that's what started. I just think I saw it come up, so I'm going to try it and see what it looks like. It's not cutting out, it just looks just jumpy. I think we're going to play it more later. It may not be like that. And I don't know. I think they yeah, usually you can. But it should say. Oh, well, try it.
Not sure what the delay was there for the Zamboni. Maybe it was under repairs, but it looks like they got it working. And it's backing up. And it's ready to enter rink number 4. Then again, maybe not. As the driver hops out. Looks like it's adding some water into the tanks of the Zamboni here. As we're staying live here in arena number 4 in the Susan Fennell Sportsplex here in Brampton, Ontario at 500 Lawson Boulevard. Beautiful 4 ice pad complex here in Brampton, Ontario. And it looks like the delay is the Zamboni was out of water. And they're adding some water to the water tanks of the Olympia ice resurfacing machine here. Stay with us on Braz TV as we'll bring you the second and third periods here as soon as the ice surface has been redone. Greyhounds down by a goal. They had a couple of chances to score in the first period, but couldn't quite cap it. Number 1 as the Lakeshore Lightning take to the ice, trying to hold on to a 1-0 lead. And let's welcome back to the ice your Sioux Greyhounds. Bad save by Isbis. Big number 16 for the Lakeshore Lightning. Makes it 2-0. And Boston. Schreier on the draw. Prince on the right side there for Lakeshore. Make that the left of Emily Hansen, number 30, the North Bay native, making her debut of the season for the Sioux Greyhounds. Howe, Purvis on the draw. And Howe winning that one. Then, right in front of the giveaway, and Young, and she ripped that one off the crossbar. And we don't know what the Greyhound defender was thinking about that one, and she put it right on the tape of the Lakeshore player. And Young looking for her second goal of the game. She ripped one off the bar.
On a replay. I think it went in.
And the face-off will come outside the Greyhound zone. Howe on the draw for the Greyhounds. Being bothered by Stefanitsi. Lakeshore coming back. 13 to Stefanitsi. Stefanitsi with a nice tip to get it out of the zone. And now it's just out of the reach of O'Brien. O'Brien, number 68. Right in front of the net. That was out of the reach of a streaking Lakeshore player, Nero. And we're going to change that as that face-off will come outside the zone as Brazo knocked the net off to causing the whistle. Babineau. She was checked by Young. Young, the goal scorer, one of the goal scorers for Lakeshore. Resetting in behind the net. Out they come on the far side. To Brazo. Face-off comes back inside the Greyhound zone to the right of Emily Hansen. On the draw for the Greyhounds. To stop and hang on to it into the boards as there's 4 players over there trying to fight for the puck. Brazo comes up with the puck. Number 27 for the Greyhounds. Brazo around Purvis. Sorry, that was around O'Brien. And a row overskated, but Pucci comes up with the puck. Number 12. And that was just too far ahead of Brazo. Back comes O'Brien, number 68. O'Brien, she kicks it up to herself, but Pruill beat her to it. Georgia Pruill, all the way around the boards. Grayson Finley. Brazo, number 27. She was checked, still has it. And over the line, and Pucci was a half a step ahead. And that was offside on the Sioux Greyhounds. Lakeshore Lightning 3, Sioux Greyhounds 1. Greyhounds need 2 goals or more here as they're trying to claw their way back into this game. Lakeshore over the line. Sinnard behind the net, behind the Greyhound net. Number 2, Sinnard leaves it. So a nice shot there, and a quick one. And Hansen had to be sharp as she stopped that one. Schreier to Babineau, and she got that puck just out over the Greyhound zone. Lakeshore, back they come. And Tangi stops that one from getting into the Greyhound zone. Nero to Schreier. Schreier taps it back to Tangi. Tangi, number 8, the 17-year-old captain of the Greyhounds. Tip pass to Schreier. Schreier gets it out of their own zone. And she was checked. Schreier almost had a break. She couldn't quite get control of the puck, and the puck comes back deep inside the Greyhound zone. Camille Van, back pass. Right to the Lakeshore player. And the shots behind the net. Right around the other side. Hansen had to be sharp. Where is it? Scramble in front of the net, and the whistle finally blows. With 2 Greyhounds and 2 Lightning players lying. It's in front of the net, and the Greyhounds couldn't get control. And the puck was cleared by the Lightning. Greyhounds with some pressure on the power play. And the buzzer goes, and the second period is over. As the teams trade goals, Greyhounds score 1. The Lightning score 1, and the Lightning keep their 2-goal lead heading into the third period with 15 minutes left to go. Side to Howe, across to Bazayan, to Brazo, off the wall to Brazo, too far, that was out of her reach, and Lakeshore shoots that puck all the way back down inside the Greyhound zone. Tangi starting behind her own goal once again. Tangi to Howe gives it to Brazo, number 27, on the near side. Over the line. Brazo still has it. Stops, turns. Now tried to get it back to Tangi. She couldn't get it. And Bazayan had to come back and get the puck. Howe has the puck. Haley Howe, number 13, to Brazo. Brazo stops. Brazo stops. Comes just out of the zone. Armitage gets it back in. And Armitage decides she needs a change. Stefanitsi forechecking for the Greyhounds. On the ice comes Schreier and Babineau. Schreier, the speedy number 5 for the Greyhounds. Back to Proulx. Proulx, that was intercepted by Alexander, number 26. Proulx ends up with the puck again. Proulx, Babineau on the near side, number 17, Babineau. In front for Schreier, she was checked. And that puck gets dumped off the glass. As Don Cherry says, if you don't have a play, off the glass and out is always the best play. Roll. That was intercepted by Lakeshore on the near side. Greyhounds come out with it. And that was intercepted by Lachance. Lachance back to Drake. Drake off the boards, but that goes right to Rowe. Rowe comes between 2 Lakeshore players, and Drake puts it right on the tape of Brooke Brazo, number 27 of the Greyhounds. Brazo gives it back to Guido. Guido to Pucci. That was too far ahead of her. Drake off the boards, looking for a pass, and that missed everybody, and that will be icing on the Lakeshore Lightning. Just under 11 minutes left here in the third period of play. Lakeshore 4 and the Sioux Greyhounds 1. Face off back inside the Lightning zone to the right of Isbister. Brazo on the draw for the Greyhounds. Flanked by Finley and Pucci. Brazo to Pucci to Tangi. Tangi decides to dump it in the corner. In behind the net, Finley. Grayson Finley, 14. By Prince. What a beautiful play by Prince as Tangi had her beat. Save. Guido in front of the net. How again? Rebound. And Isbister covers it up. And the Greyhounds with some early pressure here on the power play. And the 2 on the back end, Guido and Rowe, are generating some offense here. Nero to Guido. Guido shoots. And a right pad save. That was a low shot looking for a deflection. Guido trying to keep the puck in. Couldn't quite. And Alexander lost her stick. And back comes Nero. Nero. She was being checked. Nero to Armitage. Armitage. And she couldn't get that puck deep. And back it comes as the Lightning get the puck down the ice. Guido in behind her own goal. Guido stops. That puck goes to Rowe. Rowe, that one off a skate. And that puck was shot by Guido off the boards to Brazo over the line. Brazo to... Oh, and Schreier ripped one hard off the bar. They could hear that on Steeles Avenue here in Brampton, Ontario. 50 seconds left in the Greyhound power play. And Schreier had a hard shot off the bar. Drake, shorthanded, and that puck dropped. It looked like it was a sinker. And Boston had to be sharp with that right pad as Drake was looking for a shorthanded goal. Tangi taking that pass from Bazian. Tangi, number 8, around Robinson. Tangi, she was checked. Still has it. Oh, and she didn't know it as the Lakeshore team gets the puck. That was almost kept in by Brazo, and she had to retreat. Number 27, Brazo, on the near side. Over the line, Brazo shoots, and that one went off a stick. That one off Robinson's stick, wide of the goal. Brazo still has the puck. Drops that puck back to Vin. Vin shoots, that one was blocked. She lost it. Brazo ends up falling down, but gives the puck to Guido. She shot that puck, and it goes to Babineau. Babineau was checked. Brazo, she was hooked and couldn't quite get at it. Robinson with the puck, fires the puck around the near wall, kept in by Bazian, in front of the net, and Babineau was all by herself with a deflection, and she deflected it wide as she had an open cage if she could have got that one on. Brazo with the puck, and she dumps it in the Lakeshore zone. Robinson first on the puck. She was checked by Nero. Nero to Brazo. Brazo was bothered there by the Lakeshore player. Rowe looking to keep that puck in. Does to Nero. Nero was checked by the Lakeshore player. Robinson and Nero holding the puck in the corner. And the whistle goes. Robinson and Nero held that puck in the corner there long enough for the referee to blow his whistle. And the face-off will be to the right of the Lakeshore goaltender, Isbister. Brazo and Nero, Bazian and Guido. And that puck comes gently back to Isbister, and she easily covers that up. And the whistle goes again. We'll do it again from the same spot. And Rowe comes on the ice in place of Guido. Brazo. And Brazo tried a shot right off the draw. Pucci to Nero. She was checked. Pucci gets the puck. And the puck, Pucci comes up with the puck in the far corner. She was taken out by Morgan, number 8. And Brazo in to help out. Guido. Far side. Armitage. Roll. And Howe almost got that one as Bazayan ends up with the puck in her own zone. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the third period. That puck comes Armitage. She couldn't quite handle that pass. Drake and Armitage. Armitage ends up with the puck. Armitage shoots, and that was a low hard shot, but it was wide of the goal. Bazayan shoots, that was blocked by Tweedle. And that ends up back in the Greyhound zone. And Lakeshore is back to full strength as they've killed off their third penalty game. And that was a giveaway. Right by the Greyhound goal, but no damage was done. Puck is kept in by Purvis. In behind the Greyhound goal. Bazayan ends up with the puck. To Proul. That was kept in, but right on the stick of Schreier. That puck bounces by the Lakeshore player. 2-on-1. And that pass